Hello all you StAUSCC fans and welcome back to another T10 friendly. This time we will be facing South Africa. Without further ado, let's get into the match. And once again we find ourselves on C1 for this game. Of course that Alex Haynes designed venue.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
We have a series of changes to our lineup for this friendly. We bring in Paul Smith, Aaron Koshi retains his spot,
and this is Mel Jones.
Thanks, lads.
and Rodri Price heads in.
Stan
Stan Franklin, our usual captain, is taking a brace, so Vice Captain Ross McLennan is going to take over.
Thanks, Mel. Going down to
And
the
there we
middle
see
now.
Ross
The
out
captains
for the
are there
toss. Alright, and we've won the toss, and I think this time we're going to have a bowl. Alright, so we have, as per usual, McPherson to bowl the first over. Just angling into the pads.
Plays and misses.
Batsman can't connect, and it's a dot ball. McPherson in once more, second ball of the innings now. This one's full and driven, but only as far as extra cover. There's no run. Third ball of the over now, McPherson to de Kock. This one full again and played through the onside, but only as far as the man out on the boundary. There's a little misfield, but it's only one. McPherson now to Hendricks. This one's full and swinging away, but falls safely off the edge down to, looks like Armstrong at third man.
Taken.
Fifth ball of the over here. Tight one so far. It's full and driven, edged. Out to point. Misfielded there by Smith. They get through for one? Yeah, they get through for one. Last ball of the over. McPherson in. It's full and driven through the covers, but only as far as point. It's fielded. Very loopy throw back into McLennan. And only three off the over. Fantastic over there from McPherson.
Coming into the attack.
Let's see how Armstrong does. First ball to de Kock. He's in it, swinging away, and it's hit high in the air. That's going to be six.
Right out of the
Yeah, it
middle of
is.
the bat. Glorious six.
Not a great start there for Armstrong. This one's full and swinging in and driven straight. Beats the bowler. Beats mid on, mid off too. It's racing down the hill. The fielder's going to get there. Yep, just. They've run three. Will they come back for four? Yes, they'll come back for four.
Good precision with a throw back from the deep.
No, just three. Sorry. Listen that. Just three. So that brings Hendricks on strike. This one's full and swinging away from Armstrong. It's nudged out to the covers where it's fielded by Price, and there's no run. Armstrong in, fourth ball of the over. One's full and swinging in, and it's missed. Goes through to McLennan. Dot ball. Armstrong in again to Hendricks. This one's swinging in again and played through the covers. Misfielded by Price, but no single. Last ball of the over. Good comeback here from Armstrong. One's slower and shorter, and they swatted it over cover. Go for four. McPherson now to de Kock, who's 11 off 6. South Africa after 3 overs, none for 16, and takes a swing and misses that one. Still none for 16 here, South Africa. McPherson's in, second ball of the over, and it's full again and swinging again, and it's up in the air. Can the fielder on the boundary get round to it? Taken, out on the boundary.
It was headed for six.
So de Kock has to go. Aggressive start from him. Caught crooks, bowled McPherson. The aggression didn't pay off.
Will be down at the non-strikers end.
Duplessis in now, but Hendricks on strike. As McPherson's in again and bowls his punch through the covers. They'll get a single.
They take a single.
First ball here for Faf du Plessis. McPherson's in it, swing away, and he swats
Couldn't
that
have
up
hit that
over
any
long
better.
off. One bounce, 4 runs. 2 left in this over for McPherson. This one's full and slow and played through the onside. Well fielded there by short mid-wicket. Final ball of McPherson's spell. This one's full and swinging in. It
No shot on
looks
offer
like it
for
might
that
be a
one.
wide though.
Didn't need to play it
Yes,
that
it
one.
is.
Wide.
Didn't quite get it swinging in enough, did McPherson. So, in for a last one again. It's played off the back foot. Just punched out to the
A wicket
covers where it's
falling in that
fielded and there's no
over,
run.
And not many runs from it.
Tidy set of overs there from McPherson. Armstrong now looking to find some rhythm. None for 13 off his first over. He's in here again. This one's full and swung away through the onside. This time through mid-wicket. One bounce just inside the
He's found
boundary
the
rope.
gap
4
and got
runs.
4.
Armstrong into Hendricks. This one's short and pulled
Just
through the
can't
gap
hold it.
again.
You just can't. Smashed away.
Yason's not going to catch it. 4 runs. What can Armstrong do? 8 off his first 2 balls of this over. This one's short and a little off cutter. Played away to point. There's no run. 3 balls gone. 3 balls left in his spell. Armstrong in once more, and it's played away through the leg side, but fielded by Segal at square leg. South Africa 1 for 30 into the 4th over. Armstrong into Hendricks. It's swinging away, and he plays off the back foot, but only as far as Price, and there's no run. Last ball here for Armstrong. Last ball of the 4th over. And he's into Hendricks. A slow one. He's tried to pace that through past mid-off. Can't get it through the field though. It's another dot ball. Changing the bowling here, of course, with McPherson having bowled his 2. Price into the attack. And he's into Duplessis, who's hitting that up and over extra cover. 1 bounce, 4 runs. See if Price can find a better length than that one. This one's, again, similarly, it's gone over cover this time. But the same result, 1
Smashed that to the
bounce,
boundary.
4. Price in, 3rd ball of his over. He's gone for 8 already. This one's shorter and just defended out to cover. Fielded by Koshi and there's no run. Price in again. South Africa 1 for 38. This one's shorter and has him tucking away through the leg side. The fine leg fielder will come round to get it. And they'll stick with 1. South Africa 39 now for the loss of 1. 4.4 overs gone. Price in for his 5th here. To Hendricks, who's hitting up over cover. There's a man back, but I think it's going to beat him. It does beat him to the fence. Another 4. Price, last ball of his over. Into Hendricks, who's moved to 18 now. This is slower and a hit straight up in the air, but doesn't carry to square leg. They get through for 1. Earnshaw into the attack now to replace Armstrong. Bowling from the club room's end, and this one's full and has him sweeping and has hit the
Accuracy is
stumps.
key. You
Great
miss
start there
and
from
smashing the
Earnshaw.
stumps. What a ball.
Hendricks has to go. 19 off 16 balls. And comes Klaassen to join Faf du Plessis. And Earnshaw's in. This one's full and has him flicking in
Full
the
ball
air.
and got on top of it early.
No, Cow Corner will not come around to get that. It's gone for 4. Great start here for Klaassen. Earnshaw's in again, and this one's slightly shorter and has him going back and up and over 3rd man. He's got a lot of that.
Watch that on replay all day.
4 runs.
Textbook.
Earnshaw, 4th ball of his over. This one's fuller, has him playing back, defending out to extra cover, and there's no run. 5th ball of the over. Earnshaw, 1 for 8. In, bowls straighter this time, and he hits up and over mid-wicket. Will it go all the way?
The fielder's taken
I think it's
entirely
gone
out
all
of
the way.
contention
Yeah,
here.
it has.
Goes sailing
6
over their
runs. Klaassen doing a bit of damage here. Earnshaw in once more. This one's again slightly fuller. It's hit back to Earnshaw. He does the fielding, and it's a dot ball. Change of over here with, change of bowler here rather, with Haynes coming in. First ball is an off cutter that comes back at him. Will it beat the man at deep cover? No. swatted up and over the field.
And that's a single.
The sweeper comes round and picks it up, and it'll just be a single. South Africa looking dangerous here. As Haynes is in once more, and it's full and edged. They'll get at least one. Ball's running away to the third man boundary. Will Koshi cut it off? He flicks it back. Will that stop them running 4? It does. Saves 1 run.
For 3. Nice running.
Can St Andrews stem this flow of runs? Haynes is in. It's full. Leg stump and just knocked out to mid-wicket. They'll get this single. Not too bad here from Haynes. 5 off his 3 balls. This one's in again, and it's an off-cutter. It's played down through the leg side. Fielded by Yason, and it's a dot ball. 5th ball of Haynes is over. He's in. This one's slightly shorter, and he plays that down to long off. They'll get one. Will they think about coming back? No, they won't. Another single. Last ball of Haynes over. South Africa 2 for 64. This one's full and driven. Midon's going to come round and
Into the over.
pick
6
it
off
up. Really good over there from Haynes. South Africa 3 overs left. 64 for the loss of 2. Earnshaw in for his second now. First was expensive. Oh,
That's spun
that one's
miles.
spinning back off a length. Well bowled there from Earnshaw. See if you can hit that length again. This one's wider. And didn't do as much. Will that be wide? No, says the umpire. Another dot ball. Earnshaw, 3rd ball of the over to Klaasen. He's hit that up in the air. Can Koshi take the catch?
Quick to
Yes, he
react
can.
and takes it.
I think that may have come off McLennan, but it doesn't matter. Caught Koshi, bowled Earnshaw, 2nd wicket for Earnshaw, and Klaasen has to go.
Miller is the new batter at the non-strikers end.
David Miller, not our David Miller, but David Miller into bat. 3 balls left in Earnshaw's over. Anything can happen here. This one's full and has him playing towards the leg side. It's picked up by mid-wicket, and there's no run. Except that was Duplessis. Of course, they crossed. The ball in the air. Duplessis still on strike. This one's wider and
Didn't
left
like the look
alone.
of that one.
That one
No
should be
shot
a
off it.
wide.
That's just
And
wide.
is.
Harsh call, I think.
2 balls left in Earnshaw's spell. Full and played across the line over square leg. This one might have the legs to go all the way.
Superb
Yes, it
shot.
does.
Goes all the way and gets 6.
Another 6 here against Earnshaw. This time it's Duplessis. Can he come back? Last ball. Oh, this is wider, and it's edged and caught behind by McLennan.
Good take by the wicket-keeper.
3 wickets in Earnshaw's 2 overs, and all the momentum now swinging St Andrews' way. 2 new batsmen at the crease and 2 overs left. Both batsmen yet to face a ball as Haynes is into Miller. Starts off with an off-cutter. It's edged down past backward point. Third man is chasing it. He'll get there in time. They've got 2. Will they come back for a third? Yes, they do. 1 for the arm there.
Well-directed throw.
And Miller's off the mark. First ball. Too many now on strike for his first ball. Haynes into bowl. It's wide and swinging, and it's an inside edge. It's going to run down to fine leg for 4. Yason chases, but
Dooman
chases in
gets off the
vain.
mark.
Unfortunate there for Haynes. Lucky for South Africa, as they move to 4 for 78. Haynes into bowl. And this one's swinging in and is played up. This is a more confident stroke. Up and over square leg.
Bowler won't like
And
that
yeah, that
one
carries all
bit.
the way. It's another 6. What can Haynes do here? 13 off his 3 balls this over. It's a little off cutter. He finds the outside edge. Well bowled. Good comeback there. Haynes in once more. To Duminy again. And again he finds the edge. Another dot ball here. It's a good little battle between these 2. Final ball of the over. South Africa 4 for 84. Haynes in, bowls it straight and
They were
driven
on top of that
straight.
one early and have
It's beaten
dispatched
mid
it.
on. Will not beat mid off though. And they'll come back for 2.
Too expensive in that over.
A good comeback there from Haynes. He brought that back nicely. And we'll have Jess to finish Jess now into Miller. This one's full and swinging away, and he swings it up over the leg. Will that have the legs to go? No, one bounce, 4
And
runs.
that gets to the boundary. 4 runs.
It's a nice start to the over for South Africa. They'll be looking at 100 plus here. They move to 4 for 90. 5 balls left. Jess into bowl. This one's full again and has him driving. Only as far as cover, and there's no run. Good dot ball there for Jess. Miller on strike, 7 off 3. Jess into bowl. It's a little off cutter. He drives that off the back foot, only as far as mid off. Extra cover comes round and does the fielding. And it's just 1. Too many now, on strike. 12 off 5 balls for him. 3 balls left in the innings. This one's wider and is driven through the covers. Extra covers round to pick it up, but they still get
And
a
they go through
single.
for 1.
Jess, 2 balls left. Good over so far. This one's swinging away and he tries to drive it off the front foot. A little inside edge. They've gone up, but I think that's gone straight into the ground. And there'll be no challenge. Final ball of the innings here. Jess to Miller. And he tries to play that through the leg side. They'll get a single off his pad. Just the
Not
leg
too
by.
bad from either side there.
And St Andrews, I think, will be happy with that.
South Africa have some work to do here.
Rabada into Smith. This one's short and has Smith ducking underneath it. That'll be the one for the over. Good start here for South Africa. Smith on strike. Rabada into bowl. This one's wide off stump. Has Smith cutting. They run through for 1. A little misfield at point. And that's St Andrews off the mark. Koshian now. Man of the hour, Centurion in the last league match. Let's see what he's got here. This one's full and he's playing a cut shot.
Mistimes that one.
Probably not the shot to be playing to that ball. Rabada in again, 4th ball of the over. Very tidy so far. It's full to Koshi and they knock it down to mid-off. Come through for the single. And they have it comfortably.
And he's off the mark.
Both batsmen off the mark now. Rabada only 2 runs off his 4 balls so far. He's into Smith again. This one's on the stumps and Smith just tucks that behind square on the onside. They come through for 1 and it'll just be 1. 91 from 55 balls now needed for St Andrews. Rabada very tidy over so far. He's into Koshi and this one's full again and Koshi's knocking that down into leg. They'll get through for the leg by. And it's just 1 and only 4 coming off that over. Koshi retains strike, 1 off 3. Ngiti's into bowl and this one's short and has Koshi going underneath it. That's 1 for the over. Be looking to pitch it up the rest of the over now. Koshi looking to score. This one's full and he's playing it through the leg side and
Couldn't
he
have
beats
played
square
that
leg.
any better.
That's 4 runs. Well timed, well played. Ngiti in again to Koshi. This one's on a length and has him trying to cut. Ball bounces up in the air. They think about a leg by but decide against it. Ngiti in again to Koshi. This one's on a length and again trying to cut. They'll get through for a leg by this time. Not quite sure why Koshi's
Doesn't
trying to
play that
cut
one
that
well.
ball. Smith on strike now. 2 off 3 for him. Ngiti's in and he's punching that through the covers. Beats the man at short cover, but there's a sweeper out there and it'll just be 1. St Andrews move through to 10 without loss. Last ball of the second over. South Africa doing well to contain the batsman at the moment. This one's driven off the back foot. They go
This
through
should
for
be
a single.
close.
A direct hit would have had
was
Smith
quite a
high
bit
and
over
dry there. But as it was, throws off target.
This
They
bowler
get
knows
1.
how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Tahir into bowl now. The leg spinner. Into Koshi. And this one's on a length. And Koshi hits that up in the air. But it...
Gone.
How has that happened? The South African wicketkeeper de Kock has made a ton of ground and taken that one-handed. Koshi goes for 6. And St Andrews lose their first
Price
wicket.
is the new batter.
1
and the
for 11 now.
non-striker's in.
Price into bat, replaces Koshi. And he hits this one straight. It's high in the air.
So high,
And
it'll
extra
bring
cover's
rain.
running around. And he puts the catch down. They come back for 2. And a bit of luck there for Price. Oh, that was Smith, sorry. They must have crossed. A bit of luck there for Smith as he's dropped. Oh, big shot for LBW there. May have just been sliding down leg. Umpire says no. Will they have a review here?
They've only got one use
Yes,
of
they've
review,
gone
so they
upstairs.
must be confident.
They've gone upstairs. Original decision's not out. It's pitching in line. Is it doing
That's
enough?
hitting in
Impact in line.
That's not
And
out
missing
on
the
review.
wicket. So South Africa are going to lose their challenge. And Smith survives.
Unsuccessful with that review. They have no challenges remaining.
2 chances and 2 balls for Smith. And he's got
This is
hold
in
of
the
this
air.
one. That's a huge 6. Make him pay. And Smith has dealt a huge blow to South Africa there. 75 from 44 needed, so they'll need a few more of those. They just Q-ended this one. They just think about a single, but decide against it. And for the best as Tahir's there quickly. Last ball of the over. Smith on strike. This one's shorter and has him playing square of the wicket. They'll come through for a single. Price struggling a wee
Is
bit
that
there.
over?
Slow out of the blocks. Wicket that over for South Africa, but plenty of runs for St Andrews. Smith on strike. He's driving straight. They look for a
This
single,
could be out.
and I think they get there. Yep, no appeal from the South Africans. Made it safely.
Price is the new batsman.
Price now for his first ball, having watched all the action down the other end. This one's short and has him ducking underneath, and it's beaten the wicketkeeper. It's going to go down to the boundary for 4. And it's 5 wides. There and again, bowling to Price, who's flicking through a backward square. There's a man out though, and they'll just get through a single.
1 run there.
Smith on strike, 13 from 10 for him. He's flicking that behind
what a
square.
good
That's
shot.
hard and does enough to beat the man. He was barely 10 yards to his right. And the man could not make the distance out there on the boundary. Smith gets another 4. He's backing away this time and cutting.
Chance.
Direct hit would have had him, but they're through for another single. Caution to the wind here for St Andrews. Price on strike, 1 off 1. It's a big over here. He's back, he's cutting, and it's
Dropped the catch.
dropped by a diving slip. An absolutely phenomenal effort there, but can't quite haul it in. They get through for a single. 61 from 37 for St Andrews. They're currently 1 for 33. This one's short and wide and driven, but only as far as the man on the cover boundary. It'll be a single.
Bit expensive in that one.
Really good over there for St Andrews. It's exactly what they needed at this point, though. Tahir back into bowl. Smith on strike. This one's full and has Smith driving, and he beats the bowler, gets it down to long off, and it'll be a single. 59 from 35 balls required now for St Andrews. Price on strike. This one's shorter, and he's whipping that square, and he's beaten the man at mid-wicket. Has he got enough on it? Will it go to the boundary for 4? No, it's cut off by the man running round, and they have a little relay throw. They think about 3,
Very nice throw back
but keep
there.
it to 2.
Fielding.
Well placed by Price. I thought he was going to get 4 for that, but great work out on the boundary. Tahir's in again, and Price is forward and is knocking that into the leg side once more. This time it'll just be a single, though. Throw comes into the keeper.
1 run there.
Smith on strike again. 4th ball of Tahir's over. This one's full and has Smith playing through the leg side. He's beaten the man in close, but just out to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. So just another single. Smith moves to 21. Price is on 5. Tahir in once more. This one's full and wide, and Price is going up and over the infield. It'll just be one. They think about coming back for two. Good throw from the deep. Lucky they didn't. Price moves to 6. St Andrews 1 for 40. This one's shorter and wider, and Smith's playing that late, but straight into the arms of Slip. This time he makes no mistake, and that's the end of Smith. Gone for 21, 1-4, 1-6. St Andrews 2 now for 40, halfway through their innings.
Is the new man at the non-strikers end. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end.
Price on strike as Morris is into bowl. This one's on a length, and Price is forward and pulling off the front foot down to the man on the deep square leg boundary. It's just a single. Seagal now. There's a lot for him to do. 53 required from just 29 balls. This one's shorter and has just on pulling and pulling hard. He has smashed that out to the boundary for 4. Morrison again. Seagal 4 off 1. This one is short and has him swatting. Misses out there. Good comeback there by Morris. This is in once more to Seagal. This one's on a length, and Seagal's pulling off the front foot. He beats square leg again. That's going to go to the boundary as well. Fantastic start for this man. Of course, usually an opener. Been given a go down the order as Koshi and Smith open the batting. Plays and misses at that one outside off stump. It's a bit of length from Morris. Last ball of his over. None for 9 for him so far. St Andrews 2 for 49. Oh, and again beats Seagal. 9 off the over.
The right arm fast bowler is coming
Ngidi back into the attack. 45 from 24 balls required. Price on 7. Ngidi into bowl. This one's full and has Price playing straight and high. He has smashed that into the trees. Good start to the over from Price. That's a huge hit. He moves to 13. Ngidi into bowl again, and Price is trying to hit straight again, but can't get all of it. Just dribbles out to mid-off, and they get through for a single. 2 men back on the onside now for Seagal. Deep square leg and deep fine leg. See what he's got. This one's full, and he's just playing it through the leg side. Man at deep square leg will field it. There's a single.
And through for 1.
21 balls remaining. St Andrews need 37 runs. Price on strike. He's on 14. Ngidi into bowl. This one's full, and Price is playing that through leg. They'll come back for 1. They'll come back for 2. Price will need to be quick here. Dive in. Beats the throw.
And they get 2.
And they're back for 2 safely. 2 more balls left and Ngidi's over. St Andrews 2 for 59. Price on strike, hits straight. Back past the bowler, and it's dropped by mid-off. Price just dollied that one up over the bowler's head. Mid-off was coming round and couldn't take the catch. 3 drop catches now for South Africa. Could cost him in the end as Ngidi's in for his last ball to Seagal, and he plays that through leg. Out to the man on the deep square leg boundary. They'll get through for 1, and it'll just be 1. 3 overs remaining now. St Andrews need 33 to win. Seagal on 10. Morris into bowl. This one's full, and Seagal's playing straight. They try and run through for a single. There's a direct hit, and I think Price could be struggling here. And yes, Price is gone. Run out Morris for 17. Trying to sneak a single there. A bit of desperation, I think. And now Armstrong, promoted to 5 for this match, into bat. This is slower, and Armstrong hits it up and over backwards square. Doesn't get all of it, but it lands safely and trickles out to the boundary for 4. Well placed there by Armstrong. He's got some power, does he? Morrison again. This one's short and has Armstrong cutting and somehow makes that 2 extra cover. They're through for a single. That's 1 for the over. 3 balls left. St Andrews 28 from 15. Segal on strike. And oh, beautiful ball there by Morris. Segal trying to play that through leg and it just seams away. 28 from 14. 2 a ball. Segal on strike. This one's shorter and has Segal cutting and it's taken, diving forward by the man at slip. That's bad luck for Segal. Thought that was piercing the field, but Duminy takes the catch and he has to go. New batsman now, Crooks. Armstrong still new to the crease as well. St Andrews, hearts must be in their hands here. And oh, that one beats Crooks outside off stump. And a fantastic over there from Morris. 2 overs left. 28 runs needed. Rabada into Armstrong. This one's full and has Armstrong flicking away through the onside. They come through for a single as it just edges into Armstrong's pads. That's 1. 27 needed now. Rabada into bowl. Crooks is flailing at that outside off stump and he gets a whole chunk of that. That's gone over extra cover. That's 6. 21 from 10 now. Crooks will be eyeing that offside boundary. There's no one back out there. Again, it's on a length. He's hit it up in the air. Is he going to beat the man at mid-off? Mid-off's running back and he takes the catch.
Good catch.
Doesn't quite get enough on it, Crooks. And little cameo, one shot really, to an end. Batsman cross and Armstrong is on strike. 21 from 9 now. Armstrong's just knocking this into the leg side. It'll be another single. McLennan's through.
The postman is about to face their first ball.
20 from 8 now required. This is a hairy situation for St Andrews. Can they get this done? This one's short. McLennan flashes at it. It's 1 for the over and it's a dot ball. 20 from 7 now. Looking less and less likely here. So Rabada's in again and McLennan's trying to hit that over the onside and doesn't connect.
Takes a wicket and keeps it tight.
So 1 over, 20 runs required. Armstrong's going to have to be a hero here. He hits that hard over the leg side. One bounce for 4. It was so close to going for 6. 1 bounce 4. 16 from 5 balls now. Another full ball, a similar result. 1 bounce, 4 runs over square leg, swung away. 12 from 4. Could we see something special here? Armstrong on strike. This one's short and he ducks underneath it.
Through to the keeper.
Is that 1 for the over? It's not even 1 for the over. Really well bowled there. Armstrong on strike. This one's full again and he hits it up over square leg again. There's no one back and it's going to be another 4 runs. 8 from 2 now. Armstrong shuffles forward. This one's full again and again same result. Insists on trying to bowl this Yorker length but can't quite hit. And Armstrong's hitting these low full tosses for 4. Last ball. 4 runs needed. And it's same ball, same shot, same result. 20 off the over. 4 runs for Armstrong. And St Andrews win off the final ball by 5 wickets. McLennan does all the watching. Armstrong does all the work. And what a fantastic game and a fantastic end to this T10 friendly. Oh, well, what a game we had here at C1. South Africa being put into bat and some tidy bowling at the top from McPherson restricted the South Africans. Did well to get to 93. Some good clean hitting. A few sixes over the leg side in particular. Earnshaw taking 3 wickets, including 1 with his first ball. And they made their way, South Africa, to 93 for the loss of 4 from their 10 overs. As we look here, obviously McPherson, the pick of the bowlers, 1 for 9 from his 2 overs. Jess doing very, very well from his final over. 6 coming off that. But now looking at the St Andrews innings, I think there was a bit of complacency at the top of the order. Koshi 6 from 9 balls to follow up his century. Not what we were really looking for. Smith 21, Rodri 17, and even Segal played bit parts, but we needed more. We needed one batsman to come through with a huge strike rate. Crooks 6 off 3, didn't waste any time, but couldn't get the job done either. With 20 needed off the final over, it looked like it was going to be a bit much, but one man, 5 fours, and that was Daniel Armstrong, through a magnificent display of hitting cleanly through the onside. You can only play the balls that you're given, and he was given low full tosses, and he dealt with them. What was looking very unlikely at some stages of that innings came to pass. St Andrews ending up winning by 5 wickets off the final delivery. Some tidy bowling, especially up the top from Rabada and Ngidi. Morris too, very, very good. Little away swingers, Segal in particular had no answer to. Just not enough runs. Should be looking at 100 for these T10 games, and 93 was not quite enough, and St Andrews ended up chasing it down. So fantastic heroics at the end there by Dan Armstrong. And so comes to a close another T10 friendly match for the St Andrews University Staff Cricket Club. As always, I've been Jim the Editor. Thank you for watching to the end, and I'll see you next time.